Alethonym has been a very interesting exotic, and there's been a lot of questions as to whether this new exotic is going to be any good or not. In my early testing, I think that this exotic is really cool, no pun intended with the stasis synergy, but at the same time, recognising that the sandbox has just been refreshed, the meta is still up in the air, and you want to make sure that you make the best of it. I think that this one is one of them though that maybe you're going to want to wait before diving into using it. Yes, you can get it at the start of the season pass on the paid track, but it comes at rank 40 on the free reward track, and I think that this is where it sits in terms of its usability point. Because at rank 40, most players are roughly going to be ready to hit endgame content such as Grandmaster Nightfalls, master level content such as Lost Sectors, and the seasonal grind within the Onslaught Salvation activity, and this is where Alethonym is going to really shine. Ultimately, my first impressions are that this new Stasis Exotic Grenade Launcher is rather mid. Controversial maybe, but with it being a stasis weapon landing in a stasis themed season with a bunch of stasis subclass and weapon boosting artifact mods, I expected this to be a whole lot more than what it was hyped up to be before the start of the season. I was excited to use it, especially as it's set up essentially as an exotic version of the fabled mountaintop grenade launcher with its micro missile style high velocity projectile, and that it has infinite ammo with it being a primary ammo weapon. But this to me is where it starts to fall down big style. I actually thought, am I missing something with this? Is there something I'm doing wrong? I double checked the exotic perk descriptions, harvest to spike. Dealing final blows with this weapon creates a single vestige at the target's location. Impaling more powerful combatants with the projectile creates a stream of vestiges. So no, not technically missing anything there, the weapon does what it describes. Vestige alchemy. Maybe this is the ticket to using this weapon more effectively. This weapon gains energy when you pick up vestiges and allows you to create ammo at the projectile for you and allies. 50% energy will create special, 100% energy will create heavy ammo, and transform using a long alternate reload to cycle through the firing modes. I mean yeah, it does that, but you've got to be kidding me. This just creates ammo? We've got mods that do that. Special ammo and heavy ammo bricks are generally plentiful in all levels of content, and to be honest, I've never personally had an issue. So I thought, maybe it's the catalyst that is going to bring all of this together. Maybe the catalyst is the golden ticket to unlocking the full potential of this unique exotic grenade launcher. So I loaded up light.gg, typed in Alethonym, clicked on the exotic catalyst, and are you kidding me? One for all? Wow, I mean, just wow, one for all. Yes, it's a 30% damage boost on hitting 3 separate targets rapidly, but come on, where's the stasis synergy? Why not allow slow on projectile hits? Why not create a slowing burst on rapid hits? Create a small shard or stasis crystal on final blows? Anything, please, just anything stasis related. I mean, this grenade launcher just doesn't land at all at this point, and this is where I can't get on board with it, and this exotic is just absolutely mid at this moment in time. I can see its potential, speedrunners, solo endgame challenges, Grandmaster Nightfalls, it could and probably will have its place, and it's even got the movement tech granted to it just like the mountaintop does. But it's an exotic, a primary ammo exotic at that, and there are just so much more better options, even free to play options that will do what this does and even more. Any final blow with any weapon can create ammo. This is why shoot to loot exists and is popular for that reason, so that you don't have to run up to collect it. This exotic is basically just a glorified shoot to loot perk with more hoops to jump through and less viability. Outbreak perfected will nuke enemies faster, it'll also do excellent boss damage without needing to reload, and it'll also create ammo bricks aplenty for you and everybody else to use. And even then, there's so many more better options with that stasis slot. We've got tons of new stasis weapons this season. Even old stasis weapons just really have a lot more viability, and in terms of the artifact then, You don't want to be using a Stasis Grenade Launcher to benefit from some of these perks. I mean, Wind Chill, you're going to want to get Rapid Stasis Weapon Precision hits to grant you a stack of Frost Armor. Brain Freeze, frozen combatants become surrounded by a chilling fog which slows combatants that aren't already. The synergy is already absolutely mental. I mean, Conductive Cosmic Crystal, then you're going to do more damage to enemies that are affected by a stasis debuff, and this grenade launcher should be able to do it, and it simply doesn't. And I think that is where this is a massive miss with this grenade launcher. Now, with the bashing over, where exactly can this exotic sit? The correct answer is in the vault. Yeah, I know, I said the bashing's over, but it is now, for now anyway. Let's carry on. You know me, if you've followed me for a while, you've been on the channel, you've had a look around, then you'll know that we like to build craft, and this thing, you can build craft into it. There is a ton of stuff that you can do with it. Obviously, there's the new Titan and Warlock exotic armor pieces that will work wonders with this. Sanguine Alchemy looks hot damage boost wise, and the artifact mods will work with it to an extent, as it will allow you to create stasis shards and all that good stuff with the damage boosting capabilities that grenade launchers offer, with concussive reload, rapid impacts, and the overload grenade launcher mod, which obviously does make it viable in endgame content, and that is ultimately where this thing sits. It's a Grandmaster Nightfall exotic that is going to allow you to create ammo while you plink away at enemies, but then there's also going to be Icebreaker, so there we go, and that thing comes out literally tomorrow, already out if you're watching this video after the Vespers Host Dungeon has been released. So maybe this exotic will get the bonus treatment that Wicked Implement got when it received a few rapid upgrades and changes, which included adding Headstone to it as a perk option, which did ultimately make it a very well-rounded stasis monster, which in my opinion is still very underutilized till this day, and honestly only time will tell. But for now, I'm very whelmed by this exotic, and gathering by the amount of content on YouTube about this thing, then I'm guessing that a ton of other people are pretty whelmed by it as well. But I'm interested to know what you think about it, so let me know, sound off down in the comments. If you've been here before and you're not subscribed, then please do so, it's very much appreciated. Drop a like as well if you enjoyed this video, and if you want to check out more Destiny 2 content, then I think you'll enjoy this next video.